Welcome to Philadelphia. We are sold out. We are ready to rumble. And we start things off with the World Heavyweight Championship. The leader of the New World Order and champion Drew McIntyre defends his championship against the monster among men, Braun Strowman. And here comes the superstar of the year, the monstrous Braun Strowman. Could Strowman soon add to the moniker of Superstar of the Year, World Heavyweight Champion? That is what Drew McIntyre intends to stop here tonight at the Rumble. And Braun Strowman earned the right to face Drew McIntyre when he defeated Randy Orton a couple of weeks back on Monday Night Raw. And this is by far the toughest test to date for the controversial reign of World Heavyweight Champion Drew McIntyre. And the reason why I call this man's reign controversial is because he was gifted that World Heavyweight Championship by General Manager Shane McMahon, only for McIntyre and the New World Order to stab our General Manager in the back. And ever since Braun Strowman became the #1 contender, McIntyre has been ducking and diving the challenger, but he won't be able to duck him anymore. Braun Strowman on the attack, and the bell hasn't even rung. Saying that, McIntyre having his bell rung by the challenger, and Strowman with the championship in hand, and good God, Braun Strowman making sure he takes a full opportunity before the bell has rung to soften up the champion. And some would say that McIntyre is getting a taste of his own medicine. We're used to seeing these tactics by him and the New World Order, and finally now the match gets underway, but the damage has been done. And McIntyre truly up against it, if he wasn't already. Being struck with his own championship by the monster among men before this matchup got underway. What a start to the Royal Rumble. Strowman sends McIntyre off the ropes, and up and down goes the champion. And now Strowman raking the eyes of the World Heavyweight Champion. Oh! And Braun Strowman sends Drew McIntyre into the corner with authority. It has all been the challenger, even before the bell rung. And if you cast your mind back to the Slammies, where McIntyre retained his championship, but once again, not without controversy. Shane McMahon letting his emotions get the better of him as special guest referee, and in doing so, it allowed McIntyre to retain the championship. I don't think McIntyre is gonna get that kind of luck here tonight. Oh, as Braun Strowman just walks over the world champion, and McIntyre finally gets some offense. McIntyre can fight, but being a part of the NWO has shown us that McIntyre likes to take the easy way out. And Braun Strowman not allowing Drew McIntyre to obtain any stronghold in this match as the action spills to the outside. Strowman has waited a long time to get his hands on Drew McIntyre. A war between Strowman and the New World Order. And it has culminated here at the Rumble, but Braun Strowman can't win this match via a countout. Referee up to 7. 8 now. Strowman needs to get in. 9. And the challenger beats the count. Once again, McIntyre has taken a beating. But McIntyre now back to his feet. Champion coming forward and begins to light up on Braun Strowman. But Strowman again, too powerful, too strong for the world's champion. 1, 2, and McIntyre gets the shoulder up. But at this point, it feels like it's just the inevitable. It's waiting to happen. It feels like we will crown a new world's champion. Strowman is controlling this. Gut-wrench suplex. Manhandling Drew McIntyre. Beginning to feel like Strowman is enjoying this. The punishment which he is bringing upon McIntyre, and McIntyre goes to the eyes. Cheap maneuver. Goodness me. It didn't help. The eye rake only made the monster irate. And this is just our first matchup here at the Royal Rumble. But don't forget, you can check out the Royal Rumble kickoff right now on my YouTube channel, where the United States Championship, wait just a second, well, Drew McIntyre has just exposed the metal of the turnbuckle. Oh no. Strowman fighting and breaks free of the clutch of the champion. But the metal of that turnbuckle is now exposed. And you gotta think that the champion wants to bring that into play. And our official is oblivious to what McIntyre has done. Once again, the world champion looking for a cheap way out by any means necessary to retain the bargaining chip for the new world order that is the world's championship. But Strowman still remains in control. And Strowman, oh no, well, Strowman Well, I think Strowman has worked out what McIntyre was going for. And but McIntyre beat Strowman to the punch. And now, not like this, future shock DDT. 1, 2. Oh! No! Braun Strowman just kicked out of the future shock DDT, and what are you doing? Drew McIntyre just laid out our official and got himself disqualified, and now Strowman has really had enough. Oh, face first into the turnbuckle, the steel, the metal of the turnbuckle, which McIntyre exposed. But the talking point here is that Braun Strowman won't be winning the World Championship tonight. McIntyre once again takes the cheap way out, but he may not get out of Philly. McIntyre has enraged the monster. And where is Braun Strowman taking Drew McIntyre? He's heading up the ramp. Look at the power carrying McIntyre all the way up. I'm getting out of here. Right by my announce table. Oh! Scott Hall, the New World Order, trying to come to the aid of their leader, Kevin Nash. Oh, clubbing shot. And Strowman has Nash by the throat. And a punch to the gut. Floors Big Kev. McIntyre trying to crawl away. Trying to find a way to get away. And Strowman is just ripping apart the announce area. McIntyre didn't get far. Didn't get far enough. Oh dear God. What does Strowman have in mind? General Manager Shane McMahon trying to stop the carnage, the chaos. McMahon telling Strowman, that's enough. Oh! Braun Strowman cannot be stopped. Carnage. Look at this once again. Choke slam through the announce table. And another angle. Just look at the body count out here. Casualties everywhere. What a way to start the Royal Rumble. And that's just the thing. We're just getting started. Because up next, former tag team partners collide. The American Alpha collides as Chad Gable goes one-on-one with Jason Jordan in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And the big question is, who will Kurt Angle side with? Welcome back to the Royal Rumble here in Philadelphia as Chad Gable walks to the ring with a purpose. Chad Gable looking very focused. but conspicuous by his absence, the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle not in the corner of Chad Gable, which can only mean one thing: that Kurt Angle has sided, or maybe not. Well, Kurt Angle, I was sure we were going to see him come to the ring with Jason Jordan, but how wrong was I? Angle not accompanying either man to the ring. So Kurt Angle will not support either man here tonight in this 2 out of 3 falls match, where we will get to see who truly is the best between the American Alpha. Jason Jordan believes he carried Chad Gable through their tag team championship reign. Jason Jordan believes that Chad Gable has piggybacked off his success. Well, that all comes to an end right here, right now, and Chad Gable says, "Come on." And Jason Jordan, once again very smug. He has become very cocky since the demise of Team Alpha. And a headlock applied. Cheap shot as well by Jordan. And how can we forget the highlight reel when Jason Jordan humiliated Chad Gable, applying the ankle lock to his former tag team partner. And Chris Jericho, as ever, the unimpartial host, getting in on the fun, as he calls it, delivering a code breaker to an already broken and beat down Chad Gable. Well, I caught up with Chad Gable earlier today, and he said all those experiences have only made him more ready, willing and able to defeat Jason Jordan here tonight. And Chad Gable finds a way to break free. And these two are technically gifted. Both of them are. And I don't believe when Jason Jordan says that he carried the American Alpha. It was a dual effort. And these two were so talented as a tag team. But that all feels a long time ago now, as Jordan breaks free of the clutches of Gable. Once again, Chad Gable, with that great amateur wrestling background, wrestles down Jason Jordan to the mat. And at the moment, this matchup is very evenly matched. And you got to think that the time that these two spent as a tag team, they're gonna know each other's arsenal very well. And Jordan looks down at Gable, and a suplex by the bigger man of the American Alpha. Kick to the back of Chad Gable. A stomp to the face. No love lost there. And at the moment, you're getting to see firsthand how good these two are. But every time I look at Jason Jordan, I just feel that arrogance in the air. Look again. And this is what I'm talking about. Showing off, mocking Chad Gable every step of the way. I just wonder what Kurt Angle thinks of what he's seeing right now. I am sure that Angle is watching. He must be. And all the showing off to the fans here in Philly not paying off for Jason Jordan. and just allowing Chad Gable to get back in the match. Snap suplex. Just a 1 count for Chad Gable. And let me just take a moment to remind you of the rule that this is a 2 out of 3 falls match. One of these superstars will have to win 2 of those falls to be victorious. But I'm sure they both thought about winning the all-important first fall, which could give you the edge over your opponent. Because can you imagine how it will feel to be a fall down, knowing you've either been pinned or submitted by someone who knows you very well and knows how you react in that situation? That's what we've got going on here, and it seems like the heat is beginning to get to Jason Jordan, just taking a moment to take the fire out of Chad Gable by bailing out to the outside of the ring. But that hasn't stopped Chad Gable. Pin. Again, Jordan kicks out at 1. Gradually, the match and the momentum going towards Chad Gable. Took a little while, back and forth initially. Gable, shot. But Jordan breaks free. And Jordan rolls through. 1, 2. Oh. 1, 2. Goodness me. Couple of near fall opportunities. And then a German suplex. And we may see plenty of them tonight in the WWE Championship match when Beast takes on Machine, with Samoa Joe challenging the WWE Champion Brock Lesnar. And we all know Samoa Joe has had Lesnar's number these past few weeks, not only choking out the Beast himself, but choking out his advocate. That still to come tonight on a stacked card here at the Rumble, as Jason Jordan comes close to picking up the first fall. Still 0 apiece. Elbow to the back of Chad Gable, followed by another one by Jason Jordan. It feels bizarre, not just seeing, but calling the action with these two wrestling and fighting each other. I never thought I'd see the day, but Chad Gable, again, speed and quickness. And Jason Jordan is no slouch, but Jason Jordan appears to be in trouble. And Chad Gable has seen an opening, going to work on the knee of Jason Jordan, and Jordan gets to his feet. But now Chad Gable knows that Jason Jordan has a problem, but Jordan, again with that explosive nature, powers through it. Now just trying to wear down his former tag team partner. What carnage we have witnessed here at the Royal Rumble already, as Chad Gable finds a way to escape. Belly to belly suplex. Braun Strowman moments ago unsuccessful in trying to take the World Heavyweight Championship away from Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre taking the cheap option out, getting himself disqualified by striking our official. But let's get our focus back on this matchup that's happening right now, as Chad Gable tried to submit Jason Jordan, but Jordan again powered out, broke free, and powered down on Chad Gable, forcing back the smaller athlete. And Jordan, there it is, His trademark belly-to-belly suplex. 1, 2. Oh! And Chad Gable just got the shoulder up. Very close. And Jason Jordan must feel a little bit more, and he can then pick up the first fall. Takes up and dumps Chad Gable over the top rope. But that shoulder came up very late. And now it's Jason Jordan who decides to work on the knee of Chad Gable. Well, if you can take the aerial base away from your opponent, you're in a much better position, and both men thinking that. And oh, look at this. The body's not supposed to bend that way. Oh! Yep. These two won't be reuniting anytime soon. As Chad Gable snaps the neck. And followed by a leg drop. And Chad Gable sends Jason Jordan into the corner. A chop, a second chop, and that elbows. And Jordan hits the mat. And oh, Chad Gable letting all his frustrations out. Just lucky this time round, the turnbuckle pad is on. Thank God for that. Jordan, German suplex, hangs on. 1, 2. Oh! I've got a feeling that Chad Gable is there for the taking. That's twice now. He's barely kicked out. But oh, curse of the commentator. Where is Chad Gable finding this? A combination of suplexes. Oh, unbelievable. And now Chad Gable maybe finding a second wind, and this is a long way from home. Good God! 1, 2, 3. Chad Gable scores the first fall. Where did this come from? Out the locker of Chad Gable. An almighty moonsault. 1, 2, 3. And that means that Jason Jordan is gonna have to win 2 clear falls if he's gonna be victorious. And Chad Gable came in quick and got dumped on the outside. But Jordan knows he's up against it now. And again, you have to think, what does Kurt Angle think of all of this? Would he be happy about that first fall going to Chad Gable? Conspicuous by his absence. Referee up to the count of 6. 7. And Jason Jordan brings Chad Gable back into the ring. And the damage may have been done. An awkward fall when Chad Gable came running at Jason Jordan immediately after scoring that first pinfall. And since that moment, it's all been Jason Jordan. And now Jordan picking up Gable and dragging him to the corner. And I know that Chad Gable got a second wind, but he's going to need a third and a fourth if he's going to pick up the second pinfall pin. 1, 2. Oh, and again. The lion within Chad Gable continues to roar, not to allow Jason Jordan a fall in this match. But for how much longer? Jordan has really stepped up the pressure after going a fall down. Submission applied, trying to wear down Chad Gable. This has been a strong response from Jason Jordan. But Chad Gable back up on his feet. Forearm. Chop. Another chop. And now sends Jason Jordan off the rope. Drop kick. And just when you think you've contained Chad Gable, he just becomes ever so much more ready, willing, and Gable. And Gable up again, high risk. This time it doesn't pay off. 1, 2. Oh! Well, I was sure that was a 3. It wasn't. It was a 2. And now Jordan, very agitated. Me, the fans here in Philly, and particularly Jason Jordan, I'm sure, thought he had that second fall in the bag. And the referee checking on Chad Gable. Well, Chad Gable, since that belly to belly from the top rope, has had 0 offense. Now dumped on the back of his head, and how much more can Chad Gable take? Chad Gable comes back, rolls through. 1, 2. No. And Jordan with a drop kick. Chad Gable keeps finding a way, but every time he does, Jason Jordan puts Chad Gable down. And Jordan forcing back Gable, belly to belly. The referee may need to step in here. I know Gable will not lay down for Jason Jordan. Jawjacker by Gable. Gable ties up, double underhook, and now looking for the armbar. Trying to pull the arm out of the socket of Jason Jordan. And Jordan is writhing, and oh, what a shot by Jason Jordan. Boot to the midsection. Elbow to the back of the neck. Jordan goes again for the belly to belly. Doesn't come off. Gable gets it. This crowd in Philly is on their feet for these two. And Chad Gable, well, I said about a third and a fourth wind. He's on the third. Gable dumps Jordan on the back of his neck. It's still 1 fall to Chad Gable. Jason Jordan hasn't found the answer yet. 1, 2. Oh, and he nearly didn't find one. Oh, Chad Gable, he wouldn't go for that again. He does. Oh! Crashed and burned did Chad Gable with that moonsault. And Jordan, that'll do it surely. Well, Jason Jordan wants to make sure it does. Olympic slam. 1, 2, 3. And Chad Gable loses the second fall It's one apiece. And trust Jason Jordan to use the Olympic Slam. And we're back with Jason Jordan wasting no time to pick up and try and take the third and the final four. One apiece between the American Alpha, or should I say the formerly known American Alpha. Kurt Angle will be tearing his hair out if he had any. It must be emotional seeing these two go at it in the ring, and again, Gable coming close. And Chad Gable has managed to fight his way back. I thought when he crashed and burned that it would become easy picking for Jason Jordan, but that's not the case. He lost the fall, but he fights on. And Jordan dumps Gable on the back of his head, and it's gut check time now. A shot by Jason Jordan. And Jordan looking for another suplex, which have served him well tonight. But Chad Gable, a pinning combination. 1, 2. Oh, so close. Gable climbs the second rope. Drop kick on the money. And I don't know where Chad Gable is getting this from. You cannot count him out. You cannot keep him down. But Jason Jordan fights back again, and the power this time puts down Chad Gable. A fall apiece. And Jordan with the Olympic Slam, which scored him the second fall. Could it be crucial in the third? And I don't know whether Jason Jordan is paying homage to Kurt Angle or whether he is trying to insult Chad Gable. And can you imagine if Chad Gable was to tap out to the ankle lock? How humiliating. Jordan has it locked in, and oh, wait just a second. Kurt Angle, and oh, Kurt Angle is getting behind Chad Gable and telling the fans in Philly to cheer him on. Gable breaks free of the ankle lock. Straight jacket suplex. No. 2. Only 2. Goodness me. Kurt Angle may have changed the tide of this match. Jordan fights back. Shoulder block. Another one. Jordan looking for one more. No. Reversal. Chaos Theory. 1, 2, 3. Chad Gable defeats Jason Jordan. Well, Jordan went for the shoulder tackle. Gable pulling out the ultimate reversal in the Chaos Theory, the bridge, and the victory. We can safely say that the American Alpha are no more. But here at the Rumble, it was all about being ready, willing, and Gable. Up next, Tag Team Championship action. With the number 1 contenders, the Bludgeon Brothers, suspended, it poses a glorious opportunity for Bobby Roode and Jinder Mahal. It's the Kings of Wrestling versus the glorious Maharaja. As the lights go out here in Philly, it's time to get a little bit more. Oh. Maybe not. Well, I was about to say glorious. But here comes the unlikely partnership between Bobby Roode and Jinder Mahal. These two and their relationship continues to build. And thanks to these two, the Bludgeon Brothers are suspended tonight. And this has allowed Bobby Roode and Jinder Mahal to get a shot at the Tag Team Champions. So will Roode and Mahal seize this glorious opportunity? Or will the opportunists that are the kings of wrestling prevail once again? Here comes the kings, Cesaro and Cassius Ohno. Once again, Cassius Ohno throwing insult to injury or retirement to John Cena, wearing the wristband and the headband of John Cena. These two are a piece of work, but they are also our tag team champions, and they will both compete tonight in the 30-man over the top rope Royal Rumble. It's a double duty for the Kings of Wrestling, and it starts with this tag team match. Tag Team Championship on the line. Can't believe Cassius Ohno. Disgusting. So here we go. And what has been an eventful night thus far, and Cassius Ohno as confident as ever. Oh, god damn it. Wait for it. Well, Cassius Ohno said, "You can't see me." And Bobby Roode said, "That's fine, because I'm glorious." What a way to start. As Roode delivers the suplex to Cassius Ohno, forcing back one half of the tag team champions. And Ohno hung over the middle rope. And the crowd getting behind Bobby Roode. As Roode delivers the elbow into the chest of Cassius Ohno, forcing back Ohno. And we saw earlier tonight the superstar of the year, Braun Strowman, in action and unsuccessful in winning the World Heavyweight Championship. But another superstar, whether you like him or you hate him, who could have had claims for Superstar of the Year, is Cassius Ohno. He has had one hell of a year, and I don't like what he's achieved, but retiring John Cena is a pretty big deal to have on your resume. As Ohno cuts down one half of the challenge of the glorious Maharaja. Elbow right to the forehead of Bobby Roode. And it's a strange partnership between Roode and Mahal. Feels like the fans support Bobby Roode, not so keen on Jinder Mahal. It doesn't matter at the moment, because the Kings of Wrestling are throwing around Bobby Roode like he's a rag doll. Nothing glorious about that. One. Just a one count. But just showing why these two are the tag team champions. Double foot stomp by Cesaro. And it's hard to believe with the skills that these two have, the way they actually won the Tag Team Championship. The Bludgeon Brothers did all the work, and these two just picked up the pieces. And the Bludgeon Brothers, I'm sure, are watching, suspended, after what they did to the glorious Maharaja. And I don't know, but it kind of feels like Rude, and particularly Mahal, may have just, you know, wanted or worked this situation into their favour to get this championship match. You know, the Bludgeon Brothers obviously lost control, but maybe that's what these two wanted. Because look where they are now, in the Tag Team Championship match against the Kings of Wrestling, and in comes Jinder Mahal. And Mahal with the submission to Cesaro. And Cesaro's got to find a way out here. Referee asking the question, and Cesaro does. He escapes. Strong European uppercut, trademark from Cesaro, and another one turns Mahal inside out. Another European uppercut. Went for a punch. Mahal cuts back Cesaro and snaps the neck. And drives the knee. Methodical approach from Jinder Mahal. So far so good when it comes to tag team wrestling for the glorious Maharaja. I was interested to see how they continue this relationship, and it's going quite well. Snap suplex by Cesaro, one. Just the one count. And Rude trying to get the fans behind Mahal, rather reluctantly, these fans here in Philly. And Cesaro is getting ready to swing. And round and round and round and round and round goes Jinder Mahal. And now the sharpshooter applied excellently in the middle of the ring. And Cesaro cranking up the pressure, and Mahal finds a way to break free and sends Cesaro off the rope. Big boot. May have just cleaned the clock of Cesaro. Went for the boot to the midsection. Cesaro caught Mahal. German suplex. That was quite the counter. And Cesaro now brings Mahal to the corner of the Kings. Smart thing to do. Great tag team work from the Kings of Wrestling. European uppercut and a neck breaker. Again, the combinations. Perfect. Ono and Cesaro always on the same page. And a 2 count. And Mahal now has been in there quite some time. And if he can, it might be wise to make a tag to Bobby Roode. But that's easier said than done when the Kings of Wrestling are cutting off the ring. Cassius Ono unloads in the corner. Mahal, elbow to the face of Ono. Boot to the midsection. Kicks, punches, anything could do at the moment for Jinder. I'd make the tag. But Jinder Mahal, mistake. That was the opportunity, and Mahal didn't take it. Cassius Ono looking to make Jinder Mahal pay, but Jinder Mahal fights his way free of the powerbomb attempt, forcing back Cassius Ohno. Cassius Ohno stumbles against the ropes, and Mahal stomped to the chest. Again. Mahal. Big mistake. And that big boot. Almost payback there from the big knee that hit Cesaro on the chin moments ago. Cassius Ohno. Well, you can't say that Mahal hasn't had his chances, but Mahal sneaked to tag then, and spine buster. 1, 2. Oh, did you see? I think Rude had his foot on the ropes. Well, Mahal appears to be struggling. He was in there quite some time, but Jinder Mahal can't even get back up on the ring apron. So Bobby Roode is handicapped here, and Rude is having to go it alone against the tag champs. Elbow right into the chest. Well, Rude with that spine buster coming close. But now this is going to be tough, because if the Kings of Wrestling can get control, and Cassius Ohno looks to do so, Bobby Roode, reversal, escapes, rolls through. Oh, 1, 2. No, kicks out at 2. Well, Roode had a look towards his corner. Still no Jinder Mahal. Power slam. Pin again. 1, 2. Ohno kicks out, and Cesaro wants in. Bobby Roode, got checked by Cassius Ohno. Tag is made. And this is where the problem begins to occur. Roode no longer on the offensive, but on the defensive, and with no tag team partner, this is where the Kings will thrive. Ties up Roode. Straight jacket powerbomb. And Cesaro might be looking for the neutralizer. Roode was aware. Sends Cesaro off the ropes. Spine buster for Cesaro. 1, 2. No. Can you imagine if Bobby Roode could pull this off? Jinder Mahal still on the outside. Are you honestly telling me that he's still hurt? What is going on? Cesaro and Cassius Ohno could care less. They want to get this one wrapped up. Double team. These two will both compete in the Royal Rumble match later on. And turned inside out was Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode just about finds his bearings to kick out. But for how much longer? Mahal needs to get up on the apron. Boot to the midsection by Bobby Roode. A valiant effort by Roode, who's had to go this alone. Knockout. And, here he comes. Maybe. Mahal taking his sweet time getting up. And Cassius Ohno can't wait no longer. Kicked his head off. And I think we know what's coming. No! Went for the rolling elbow. But Bobby Roode put the brakes on. Ohno takes up Roode. Power bomb. 1, 2, yo! What an effort! And Cassius Ohno, you saw him thump the mat in frustration. They want to get Bobby Roode out of here, and this time the rolling elbow connects. 1, 2, I'm shocked. Cassius Ohno got all of it. Oh, you son of a... No. Oh, you piece of work. Every time. I can't believe these two. Here you see the spine buster from Bobby Roode. He came in and he duked it out, and yeah, maybe Roode's feet were on the rope there, unintentionally. But the rolling elbow, and Roode kicked out initially. But nothing unintentional about this. This is garbage. Yeah. These two. Can you imagine if one of these two wins the Royal Rumble? The Kings of Wrestling retain the Tag Team Championship. And again, what can you say about it? Look at them, proud as ever, and walking out and into the Royal Rumble as tag champs. God damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our first Royal Rumble match, and it is a first for our women's division. 15 women will compete, but only one can go on to WrestleMania to challenge for the Women's Championship. Well, there you see the queen of the women's division, the women's champion Charlotte Flair, getting a front row seat for the Royal Rumble. Oh my. And here is who drew number 1. The former NXT Women's Champion, Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow, who relinquished her NXT Women's Championship this past week. And now we know why. Asuka has set her sights on winning the Royal Rumble and going on to WrestleMania to become Women's Champion. Can you imagine the Empress versus the Queen at WrestleMania? It could happen. But if it is to do so, Asuka will have to defeat 14 other women tonight. So the question is anybody ready for Asuka in the Royal Rumble? Wow, what a shocker. So who drew number 2? Oh, Little Miss Bliss. Not blissed with her number choice, and she's looking pretty blissed off. Alexa Bliss draws number 2 in the Women's Royal Rumble, and the former Women's Champion has her work cut out for her. Ugh. Did you just see the exchange between Alexa and the current Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair, who is at ringside? I'm sure Alexa wanted a better draw than number 2. I'm sure she's displeased with the fact that Asuka is number 1. So we are almost all set to go for the first ever Women's Royal Rumble. And women will enter every 2 minutes until all 15 women have competed. And we have one woman victorious. And Asuka quickly out the corner with a drop kick to Alexa Bliss. And the crowd with an NXT chant for the former NXT champion. Alexa Bliss with a forearm shot, trying to force back Asuka. Asuka puts the brakes on and takes Alexa down to a knee. Repeated kicks. Oh, one across the mush by the Empress of Tomorrow. Asuka so dominant on NXT. Nobody was ready for Asuka on NXT. Will they be ready in the Royal Rumble? As Asuka tries to get rid of Alexa early, and Alexa Bliss on the brink onto the apron, but somehow holds on and stays in. And if Alexa Bliss is to get through this Royal Rumble, she will have to use every trick in the book. Alexa now trying to get rid of Asuka this time, and Asuka stops Alexa in her tracks. Oh my goodness. And don't forget, if you are thrown over the top rope, you can only be eliminated by going over the top rope. Both feet must touch the floor. As the countdown begins, who drew number 3? The last kicker, Becky Lynch, a fan favourite here in Philly. And Becky Lynch has come close in the past to capturing Women's Championship gold, but not close enough. And we can't forget how Becky Lynch disarmed Nia Jax a few weeks back on Monday Night Raw. And Lynch ties up with Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss rolls to the apron, maybe to catch her breath. And Alexa has got a long way to go yet. So if she's exhausted now, that doesn't vote well. Becky Lynch has come in with straight fire. And Becky Lynch not allowing Alexa Bliss any more rest. Oh. But it seems that Alexa was playing possum. And I did say she'd have to use every trick in the book. And that was one of them. And now Alexa goes to work on Asuka, trying to get rid of the former NXT champion. And it might be wise for Becky Lynch and Alexa to team up. But that looks far from happening right now. And Asuka takes up and down Becky Lynch as we fast approach number 4 in the Women's Royal Rumble. Oh, a veteran, Mickie James. Well, Mickie James would love to go on and compete at WrestleMania for the Women's Championship. And here comes Mickie. And Mickie takes down Alexa Bliss. Drop kick to the back of the neck. No eliminations thus far. On both sides of the ring, the action unfolds. Alexa Bliss again on the edge. Asuka back in now. And both women survive. So we're up to number 4. Becky Lynch. Big drop kick. Cuts down Asuka. Now Asuka in the corner. Alexa trying to catch another breather. And a smart move from Alexa Bliss to focus on Asuka while she's down. Mickie James with a Hurricane Rana. Oh, got caught. Oh, reversal again. Mickie James and Alexa exchanging. Oh, Mick hit her head off. Mickie James. What a flurry by Mickie James. Oh my goodness. When we talked about Mickie James being a veteran, what old rivalries renewed. Trish Stratus at number 5. Look at this, the storied rivalry between these two. Here we go. Luther's press by Trish Stratus. And the crowd here in Philly on their feet. As Trish, reversal by Mickie. DDT. Mickie James reeling here, and Trish Stratus wants Mickie up. Oh, she got out the way. Boot to the midsection. Reversal from Trish. Oh, and Mickie James may just be getting flashbacks. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Trish Stratus eliminates Mickie James. And Mickie James is the first women's superstar to be eliminated in the Royal Rumble. A 100% satisfaction for the fans here in Philadelphia to see Trish Stratus here at the Royal Rumble. Not so much satisfaction for Mickie James. So we have our first elimination, and the Royal Rumble continues as Trish Stratus tries to eliminate Asuka, but Asuka holds onto the ropes. And Alexa Bliss, oh no, oh! Well, the crowd didn't like that. Trish Stratus eliminated too. Here comes number 6. The huggable one. It's Bayley, a former women's champion herself. And Bayley saluting the fans in Philadelphia. And here she comes. Bayley. Oh, unorthodox approach this. High risk maneuver. The crowd really behind Bayley. Bayley taking a massive risk, climbing the top rope and the elbow to enter the Royal Rumble. And speaking of risks, Alexa Bliss from the top rope, and that didn't pay off. You don't want to get caught on the top rope in a Royal Rumble match, because if you do and you fall to the outside, you will be eliminated. And Becky Lynch and Bayley, two fan favourites going at it at the moment. And numbers 1 and 2 still in the match. Asuka, number 1. Alexa Bliss, number 2. Bayley floats over the top. Asuka went for the suplex attempt, didn't come off. And Bayley capitalizes. Alexa again trying to catch her breath. Oh, belly to Bayley. As the countdown begins for number 7. Oh, and Alexa Bliss on the brink, on the edge of elimination. No, she stays in. But for how long? Nia Jax is number 7. Will it be lucky number 7 for Nia Jax in the Royal Rumble? And this could be a game changer right here. And Jax picks up Bayley. And there goes Bayley. And Nia Jax trying to assert her dominance, which she held over the women's division for quite some time, and now becoming acquainted with the former NXT champion, Asuka. And Asuka, fearless of Nia Jax, but Jax cuts down Asuka, and a clothesline for Becky Lynch. And I mentioned about teaming up earlier, but now may be a better time than ever for Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch and Asuka to try and take out Nia Jax. Jax drags Asuka to the corner. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the ring, Alexa Bliss tackles Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch teetering on the brink of elimination. Asuka in trouble, taken up, power bomb by the most powerful woman in the women's division. And this could be all for Asuka. Asuka being forced down. If she drops to the floor, she will be eliminated. Asuka has to find a way. Shoulder tackle, and Asuka gets back in. Becky Lynch with a drop kick. Action all over the ring here at the Royal Rumble, in the very first Women's Royal Rumble. 7 entries thus far. Here comes number 8. Oh, goodness me. Oh, it's time to feel the glow. I wouldn't be glowing if I saw what awaits me. Nia Jax. Here comes Naomi. Naomi climbs up on the apron. Springboard crossbody. Well, that's one way to take down the women's champion. Great start by Naomi. Oh, but for how long? Nia Jax tried to eliminate Naomi, but Naomi still in. Elbow to the face of Naomi. Naomi in trouble. Hold on. Can she hold on? Oh, God. The force of Nia Jax, and Naomi tried. She tried to catch Nia Jax off guard. Initially, it worked. Oh, and Alexa Bliss went through the middle rope. Through the middle rope. Alexa is not eliminated, and so does Asuka. Nia Jax or Becky Lynch. German suplex. I was about to say Nia Jax had cleared the ring, but Becky Lynch still in there. The woman who disarmed Nia Jax a few weeks back on Raw. Went for the kick. Jax got out the way. These two do not like each other. And Charlotte Flair watching on at ringside. leg drop. And I mentioned Charlotte. Nia Jax looked straight at Charlotte Flair after that leg drop, crushing Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch, Samoan drop. I thought she was gonna dump Becky out, and Becky rolls to the outside. So Nia Jax has now cleared the ring, but the three women on the outside not eliminated. Oh, Dana Brooke. It was Dana Brooke. Number 9. It doesn't look like it anymore. Oh my God. Karma? Karma? Are you kidding me? I talked about Nia Jax being the most powerful woman in the division. If anybody can match her pound for pound, it is the legend. Karma. Business has just picked up. Karma roars at Nia Jax, face to face. Good God. Well, Nia Jax may have met her match. Karma. Oh, Jax put the brakes on. Clothesline. What a shocker leg drop by Nia Jax. So did Karma just take the spot of Dana Brooke, and Asuka is back. Asuka is back in the match. Oh no. No. Oh! Nia Jax is gone. Asuka, the former NXT champion, eliminates Nia Jax, who for many was the favourite. And now Karma is on the brink. Karma is on the verge. Asuka eliminates Karma. The two powerhouses are gone. Nobody is ready for Asuka. Nia Jax and Karma certainly were not. And here comes Natalya, and Asuka wants the competition. Natalya from the Hart family, face to face with Asuka. And here we go. What a shocking few moments in this Women's Royal Rumble match. Nia Jax being eliminated. Karma arriving and then departing at the hands of Asuka. And regardless of the draw, number 1, Asuka might just become my pick. But Natalya, fresh. And that's important. Number 10. Only 4 more participants to go in this 15-woman Royal Rumble. And Natalya now trying to eliminate Asuka. Many have tried, but not succeeded. And Asuka again with those dangerous kicks. This has been quite the performance thus far. Charlotte Flair needs to take note, because gradually, one by one, Asuka is booking her spot at WrestleMania. Natalya goes to the apron, not out yet, holding on, and stays in the match. Number 11. Hold on. It can't be. It can be. We saw Trish Stratus. Now we see Lita in the Women's Royal Rumble. And Philly is on its feet. What a moment. Lita with a knee. Spear by Lita. And Lita is looking as good as ever. No ring rust at all. Twist of fate. What a triumphant return it would be if Lita was to win the Rumble and Natalya is eliminated. Oh, ducked underneath did Asuka, and the kicks. Lita, forearm shot. Rattles Asuka. Oh, Becky Lynch. Oh, Becky Lynch. The two fiery redheads. Oh! Well, Becky Lynch eliminating one of her idols. But it is every woman for themselves, and there is Alexa Bliss. We forgot about Alexa, and you cannot do that. Alexa Bliss was on the outside of the ring. And it's given Alexa, who drew number 2 in this Rumble, time to recover as she mocks. Oh my good God almighty. Can you believe it? Alexa is gone. Asuka eliminates Alexa Bliss. And as Alexa departs, one half of the Iconics arrives. Number 12, Billie Kay. And Billie Kay and Peyton Royce have made a nuisance of themselves ever since entering the women's division. And this bizarre relationship which seems to have unfolded with Nikki Cross. What is the connection there? Why does Nikki Cross do the dirty work for the Iconics? That's a question that's been asked for weeks, but we still don't know what that relationship is all about, as Billie Kay tries to eliminate Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch stays in. Asuka still in this match, still going strong from number 1. As Billie Kay rolls to the apron, and Asuka and Becky stare each other down and pick up where they left off. Getting it on once again. Oh, Billie Kay. That's what the Iconics do. Wait for a moment and pick their point to attack. And Billie Kay emphasising this right now. Billie Kay trying to get rid of Becky Lynch. A clothesline, but Becky held strong, stays in there. Now Billie Kay turns her attention to Asuka. Picking up the pieces is Billie Kay at the moment. Asuka and Becky been in there quite some time. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's boss time. I know. It had to be done though. Sasha Banks. And Sasha Banks, number 13. Not the luckiest of numbers, but are you banking on the boss in the Royal Rumble? And we only have 2 entrants now left to come in the first Women's Royal Rumble. Sasha Banks showing great athleticism. And although number 13, not the luckiest of numbers, it's a good draw in the Royal Rumble. You think how long Asuka has been in there now. Drop kick by Sasha to Asuka. And Sasha Banks making her presence felt in this Rumble. Becoming acquainted with everyone. Oh, and Billie Kay again. Waiting for the right moment. And Billie Kay sizing up. Oh. Sasha Banks had her head kicked off by Billie Kay. And the boss. Well, the boss. Can she hold on? No, she's on the apron. She's holding on. And well, Billie Kay might get some extra support. Yes, Peyton Royce. Peyton Royce, number 14, and immediately comes in. And Sasha Banks in real trouble now. And the Iconics eliminate Sasha Banks, a double team effort. And Sasha Banks hugely disappointed and angered by that. But did we expect anything less from the Iconic duo? And this spells trouble for Asuka and Becky Lynch. If these two can keep these two women at bay via a double team effort, which it seems to be the case, they're going to work together to soften up the competition. And we only have one more entry to go. Oh, Peyton Royce with a knee, and Becky Lynch will keep firing on. The fire and the desire of Becky Lynch. And it might be wise for Asuka and Becky Lynch to team up here to try and work out the Iconics, get rid of this double team effort. Wow. Owen Wilson moment right there. That Hurricane Rana by Billie Kay was something. And Asuka missed the shot. And that may prove to be an exhausted former NXT champion. An air shot from Asuka, and here we go. Who is number 15? Oh God. The lights go out, and that can only mean one thing. The psychotic Nikki Cross is the final entrant in the Women's Royal Rumble. And the Iconics love this. Well, we all know that these three have been working together. I don't know why. Look at this. The Iconics sucking up to Cross. Oh, wait a minute. Nikki Cross just may have double crossed the Iconics. Well, she is crazy after all. Well, I guess it shows you can't trust Nikki Cross. Was there even a relationship at all? Nikki Cross has just eliminated the Iconics. And you can see her struggling with her own sanity. So we're down to 3. Nikki Cross, Becky Lynch, and the woman that drew number 1 is still in this match. The Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. As Nikki Cross cuts down Becky Lynch. Well, I said that my pick was going in favour of Asuka regardless of the numbers. But surely the favourite now is Nikki Cross. The time that Asuka has been in the ring has taken its toll. We saw the air punch thrown by Asuka seemed a sign of fatigue. Becky Lynch has been under immense pressure throughout this Rumble. And Nikki Cross stepping in. And she is one dangerous woman. As Becky Lynch with a double underhook suplex. And snaps over Nikki Cross, and Becky trying to keep both women at bay. Difficult thing to do. Gonna have to have eyes in the back of your head. Headbutt and a forearm shot. No nonsense from Nikki Cross, but Nikki Cross, oh! She's done it again. And Nikki Cross has been eliminated. And we are down to 2. Asuka and Becky Lynch. One of these 2 women will go on to WrestleMania to face the women's champion, Bexploder, from Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch wasting no time. Oh, but Asuka stops Becky Lynch. Kick to the midsection. Where is Asuka finding this? And Asuka now calling Becky Lynch to her feet. Kick to the midsection. Another kick. Oh my goodness. Well, Asuka can't use the Asuka lock. Well, she can, but it won't do much. But Becky Lynch holding on. That was a great way to get back in the ring. Becky Lynch with a fantastic maneuver to keep Asuka away as she came forward and looked to put the finishing touch to Becky Lynch. But Becky Lynch again now in trouble, in danger. Oh! Becky Lynch has done it. And Becky Lynch says that's it. And Asuka, well, what an effort from Asuka. Here you see it, the final 3, and Asuka with the drop kick to Nikki Cross, who had it all to gain, being drawn at number 15. But then Asuka, as she went to put the finishing touch to Becky Lynch, overdid it, and Becky Lynch wins the Rumble. Amazing scenes here as Becky Lynch books her spot and a date with the Women's Champion at WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, we turn our attention to the Intercontinental Championship, where the champion Seth Rollins will face Baron Corbin for the 3rd time. And it's next. Welcome back to the Royal Rumble. And for the 3rd time, Baron Corbin challenges for the Intercontinental Championship. At Backlash, the match ended between him and Seth Rollins in a disqualification. Corbin striking Rollins with his own championship. Then at the Slammies, Seth Rollins retained the championship. So what can Baron Corbin do tonight, which he hasn't done in the past 2 attempts, to wrestle the championship away from Rollins? We're about to find out. And here comes the Intercontinental Champion. Corbin won't go away, and Rollins will look to here tonight in Philly once and for all. And a great reception from Philadelphia here at the Royal Rumble for the architect, Seth Rollins. Rollins has been a fighting champion. Wow. That was an Owen Wilson moment. That pop was deafening for Seth Rollins. And can you imagine if Rollins retained the Intercontinental Championship and then goes on to the Royal Rumble match and books himself a spot in the main event at WrestleMania? It could happen. But if it is to do so, Rollins has to defeat Baron Corbin for the third time. And Baron Corbin will also compete in the Royal Rumble match. But the focus right now is on the Intercontinental Championship. It is deafening in here, and it is all for Seth Rollins. So we are almost all set. In the Continental Championship action, we've already seen the United States Championship on the kickoff show, which you can check out on my YouTube channel right now. We've seen the World Heavyweight Championship and the Tag Team Championship. And now, the Intercontinental Championship is up for grabs. Corbin the challenger, Rollins the champion. And here we go. And Rollins tied up, wanted to snap over Baron Corbin, and Corbin ducked underneath the clothesline and replied with one of his own. Corbin now driving the knee and as arrogant as ever. New look, same attitude from Baron Corbin and Seth Rollins. Hurricane Rana. Great delivery from the architect. Kick to the midsection. Knee to the face. And forces back the challenger into the corner and just begins to unload, does Seth Rollins, but Baron Corbin fights his way back out. He knows he's not going to get too many more opportunities at Seth Rollins. And Corbin, launches Rollins all the way across the ring. Thunderous shots from the challenger. Now a shoulder to the midsection and another, and a big boot by Seth Rollins. And Rollins turns the tables and drives Baron Corbin face first into the middle turnbuckle. He can get involved in this one tonight using the hashtag ICTitle, and Rollins is looking to change gears. Here goes the architect, suicide dive. And the crowd here in Philly appreciating the architect. Turning it up is Seth Rollins. Baron Corbin once again might be beginning to feel the heat of Seth Rollins as he attempts to burn it down here at the Royal Rumble. Now stomping away, a mud hole if ever I've seen one. But Corbin gets back to his feet. And Corbin has had some masterful counters in the past when these two have met. Are we going to see something tonight? As Corbin buries his knee into the side of the head of Seth Rollins repeatedly. That's going to do some serious damage. It's been a common theme in Seth Rollins' run towards the Intercontinental Championship and his time as champion that many have focused on the knee problems for Seth Rollins. Tonight, Corbin appears to be taking a different approach, a no-nonsense approach. Will it serve him any better? Just seems intent on beating the hell out of Seth Rollins. Knee to the face. Rollins replies, willing to stand and trade with Baron Corbin. Might not be the smartest of moves. Corbin is a brawler. And Corbin. Well, Corbin, I spoke about the knee, and maybe Corbin has changed tact here because he's now gone to work on the knee of Seth Rollins. And this is the problem, and Rollins aware that constantly opponents focus on that knee. Bobby Roode, when he was Intercontinental Champion, targeted the knee of Rollins. And Corbin goes there again. And this is the trouble. And it's how much more pressure can the knee take? And Rollins, if he wins or loses the Intercontinental Championship, what condition will he be in when he enters the Royal Rumble? I mean, so much to think about for Seth Rollins here tonight. Retaining the championship, entering the Rumble. It could all go up in smoke if his knee can't handle the pressure. Rollins went for the slam. Corbin put the brakes on. And a shoulder tackle by Baron Corbin. And Corbin ties up, knee to the face. Rattles Seth Rollins. And drives the champion face first into the corner. Sends him across the ring. Corbin follows it up. Clothesline. One. Just a one count. I thought we were going to get a two. Corbin looks displeased by the referee's count. Looks displeased by the kick out. Looks unhappy with the fans. Is there anything this man is happy about? Doesn't seem like it. I'm sure he won't be happy with what I'm saying right now, but he can't hear me. Unless he watches it back. And in that case, hi Baron. Can you unblock me on Twitter, please? And Corbin doesn't care about me. Cares about trying to win the Intercontinental Championship and cranking up the pressure now. Look at the bend on Rollins' knee. Oh God, it's painful to watch. End of days, might end the career of Rollins if we keep going this way. And Rollins punching his way free. An enziguri, well timed by Seth Rollins, and a pin. One. Just a one count. Corbin. Rollins quickly getting on the offensive. He needs to get some offense off. Needs to kind of distance himself from the constant pressure and the attacks to the knee, which I thought Corbin was going to shy away from, but he hasn't. And Rollins perched up on that middle rope, just waiting, and a blockbuster and a beauty. 1, 2. Corbin kicks out at 2. But the offense of Rollins beginning to gain some momentum, beginning to ease the offense on the knee, which Corbin has been forcing in the last few moments. And Rollins again. Thunderous punches. And Rollins could be looking for the buckle bomb. Takes up Corbin. Buckle bomb. And that is usually the tee up for the curb stomp. And what's Rollins looking for here? Not sure what Rollins was going for. Took too long for the curb stomp, and that allowed Baron Corbin to get back in the match. Sends Rollins off the rope and nearly took his head off with that clothesline. Corbin really wound that one up. And Rollins slow to get to his feet. And another one. And that turns Seth Rollins inside out. 1, 2, oh. Great resilience shown by the champion. The true spirit of a champion. The fighting spirit. Rollins fights on. Punch to the midsection by Baron Corbin. Oh, Corbin again with the power and the strength. This is getting tough for the champion, because Baron Corbin really has brought his A game here tonight. We can see he's learned from the last 2 attempts, looking for the end of days. Oh, Seth Rollins, DDT! What an escape! We talk about the counters which Corbin has had to Rollins. Well, Seth Rollins just topped the lot. And Baron Corbin, ripcord knee strike. 1, 2. Oh, and Corbin gets the shoulder up. I don't know how. Rollins got all of it. Could have broke the nose of Baron Corbin. I don't see any blood, but goodness me. Rattled Corbin. And Rollins taking a look. Oh, Corbin. Ah, right to the eyes. Corbin clobbers Seth Rollins. And oh no, back to work on the knee. And Corbin needed to find a way. And I think he just has. Back to work, yanking, wrenching the knee of the architect, Seth Rollins. And that sends the champion to the corner. Big shot, followed by another. Crowd trying to get behind Rollins. Kick to the midsection. Basement kick. Super kick to the chin. Only stuns Baron Corbin. Turns around. Rollins. Oh, yes. Repeated kicks. And they've all found the mark. And now Rollins was looking for the fisherman suplex. Didn't get it. Baron Corbin beats back Seth Rollins. Deep 6. 1, 2. Oh. Unbelievable. Rollins shoulder up, and Corbin looks again like, what do I have to do? How? Why can't I put this man away? And now Corbin taking Rollins. What does he have in store? Well, he might not have anything in store, because Rollins just pancaked Baron Corbin. Frog splash. 1, 2. Oh, and Corbin now. And that's Rollins asking the question. This has been a fantastic match. Rollins, ripcord, no! End of days! Oh dear God! 1, 2, 3, and we have a new Intercontinental Champion. I said it. Corbin has the counters, and then Seth Rollins pulled this off. But a beautiful frog splash from the architect, but the counter came, and this is what I was talking about. The knee strike into the end of days for the 1, 2, 3. Baron Corbin enters the Royal Rumble with huge momentum, the new Intercontinental Champion, and what will be left of the architect, Seth Rollins. It's Beast versus Machine, the WWE Championship on the line. the challenger, Samoa Joe, has had the champion's number all the way up to the Rumble. So who will conquer tonight? Beast or Machine?
What stands here in front of you is a man that does not fear Brock Lesnar.
I'm supposed to be afraid of Samoa Joe because he laid his hands on Paul Heyman?
I am here to introduce to you Brock Lesnar!
I want everything Brock Lesnar has, and I want to take it from him.
Samoa Joe stepped into this ring and pulled a cheap shot on Brock Lesnar. Then Samoa Joe with cheap shot number 2. So Samoa Joe, now's the time to start fearing Brock Lesnar.
Welcome to Suplex City.
So here comes the challenger. The machine that is Samoa Joe. And Joe has got the best of the champion on 2 occasions, on Raw and at the Slammies. And Paul Heyman spoke openly that Samoa Joe shouldn't poke the Beast. Well, Joe has done more than that. And those comments led to the Advocate being choked out. Samoa Joe says that he is a different kind of animal, one that the Beast has not encountered before. And tonight, Joe will take the WWE Championship from Brock Lesnar and slay the Beast once and for all. Fighting talk from the challenger. But Brock Lesnar has had the odds stacked against him before and still conquered his opponents. And one of those opponents is the man who stands in the ring to face him tonight. At Survivor Series, Samoa Joe attempted to cash in his Money in the Bank during the match between Brock Lesnar and Jeff Hardy. At the time, the expected outcome for Joe was to take the championship from Lesnar. The reality, a double F5 to both and conquer all. You can stack the odds against the Beast, but the Beast will bite back. Paul Heyman says that Samoa Joe has enraged Brock Lesnar like no other, and the doors of Suplex City are well and truly open for business. That's what it's all about. The WWE Championship. The champion, Brock Lesnar. The challenger, Samoa Joe. Big fight feel here in Philly. And the referee signals for the bell to get this championship match underway. And Brock Lesnar looking for the F5. And Joe breaks free. What a start that could have been. But Samoa Joe found a way to escape the clutches of the F5. And now it is the machine moving forward. Jab to the face of Lesnar. Sends Lesnar off the ropes. And to scoop up the Beast. The Beast with a kick to the back of the leg. And a suplex. One. Count 'em in the comments, in the chat, wherever you are, count 'em. The doors of Suplex City are now officially open. And Samoa Joe dumped on his back for the third time. And Paul Heyman will be pleased with this start. We weren't sure if Heyman would be here tonight after being choked out by Joe. But the advocate is in the corner of the champion. Lesnar picking up Joe. Clothesline and dumps Samoa Joe on the outside. And Brock Lesnar, the champion, feeling confident. Heyman taking a look at Joe, and Joe hangs Lesnar across the top rope, and a clothesline takes down the champion. One. Maybe Lesnar will regret giving Joe that moment to catch his breath. Knee to the gut by Brock Lesnar. This is going to be a fight. These two will brawl it out. And Brock Lesnar with those aggressive knees. The UFC background. But Joe is fearless of Brock Lesnar. Oh, a slap. Insulting the champion. And another one. And Joe, oh, here we go. Torpedo through that middle rope, wiping out Lesnar. And that's one thing that Brock Lesnar can't compete with. Joe, able to use his body like a weapon. And oh dear God, the champion has been split wide open, and we just saw the concern of the advocate, looking very worried for his client. And I don't think I have seen Brock Lesnar in this sort of trouble this early in his championship reign. And Heyman exchanging words with Samoa Joe, and a bloody champion back on his feet. But Joe cuts him off. Oh! And Samoa Joe picking up the conversation with Paul Heyman. When have we ever seen anybody have the time to do that? Headbutt to a busted beast. And again, and Joe making sure that laceration stays open. This is becoming a mauling of the WWE champion. Lesnar gets up and Lesnar powers out. A wounded beast right now. Lesnar ducks underneath and Joe again. In the words of Owen Wilson, wow, I have not seen Brock Lesnar dominated in a championship match quite like this, if ever. And Joe is in complete control and Lesnar is struggling to get to his feet. Good God Almighty. We may need to get the medics out here because that cut is getting worse and Heyman knows it. Poor Heyman up on the apron. And what was Heyman trying to do there? I think Heyman was just trying to buy Lesnar some time. And he did, but not enough. As the jabs from Joe crack the jaw. And that headbutt, oh my goodness. Did you see the blood pour from Brock Lesnar after that headbutt and that kick for good measure? The crowd here in Philly are stunned. I am stunned. And Heyman looking very concerned for his client who receives a power slam. 1, 2, and Lesnar, that shoulder barely comes off the mat. I'm speechless. Brock Lesnar has been tamed by Samoa Joe. Oh, but I speak too soon. Lesnar trying to fight back, trying to mount some offense. But Joe again. Oh, and now Joe giving Brock Lesnar a taste of his own medicine. Showing the champion that he too can visit Suplex City. And poor Heyman may have just saved Brock Lesnar's bacon. Oh my. Joe came forward, Heyman quickly retreated, but the saviour from the Advocate keeps Lesnar in this match. And now Brock Lesnar in a precarious position on that top rope. Double underhook from the top rope. Never has Lesnar been controlled like this. 1, 2, and the champion kicks out. Poor Heyman watches on. Lesnar is a bloody mess. There's no other way to sum it up. And here comes Joe. Oh, the knees went up from the beast. Brock Lesnar. Oh, German suplex. And Lesnar holds on. It is a raucous crowd here in Philly. Deafening as the beast rises from the ashes. And Lesnar looking for the F5. But Joe aware of it. And again, the machine plays the beast at his own game. Suplex after suplex. And oh, Joe Joe. Coquina clutch. Locked in. And the champion is fading. Are we on the verge of a new WWE champion? Oh, Lesnar. Lesnar broke the clutch. Oh, Lesnar. Kimura. The Kimura lock. Well, Brock Lesnar. And look at the aggression on the Beast. Oh, and now the choke. The Coquina clutch. Oh, and this time, oh God. Oh God. This could be all. The reign of the Beast is coming to an end before our eyes. Oh, Lesnar. Oh my good God Almighty. Brock Lesnar just broke the Coquina clutch with the back of his head, and now the Kimura lock cinched and locked, and he's looking to snap the arm of Samoa Joe. And Joe now grounded, and look at the torque. Look at the bend from the Beast. Joe's arm. Referee has called for the bell. And I don't think Joe tapped out. I think Brock Lesnar just broke the arm of Samoa Joe. And here you see it. Lesnar split open by the steel steps. And then the Coquina clutch. And I thought he was on the verge of a new champion, but Lesnar breaks free. And then the Kimura lock. And just watch. Watch this. Watch. There. A break in the arm of Samoa Joe. The Beast conquers once again. A suspected broken arm for Samoa Joe as a result of the Kimura lock. But a bloodied Beast retains his WWE Championship here tonight at the Royal Rumble. Sir Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar both retain their retrospective championships. And now it is time to rumble. 30 superstars, one winner, one championship opportunity on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Which superstar will prevail in the Royal Rumble? We will find out next. So who drew number one? Balor Club has come to Philly. The former Universal Champion, the leader of the Balor Club, Finn Balor. Finn Balor has drawn number one in the Royal Rumble, and he will have to defeat 29 other superstars if he is to go on to WrestleMania and challenge for his chosen championship. But Finn Balor will take great heart from what he's seen earlier on in the Women's Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch defying the odds at number 3, going on to win the Royal Rumble match. A huge congratulations to Becky Lynch, who will now face the Women's Champion, who at the moment is Charlotte Flair, at WrestleMania. So can Finn Balor pull off the same feat, drawing number one? We're just moments away, and now the big question turns to who drew number 2. Finn Balor wanting the Balor Club behind him, and they respond in Philadelphia. A huge ovation for that man right there, who decides tonight to go with heart and soul as opposed to bringing the demon to war. Is that a smart move? What do you think? I think it's a courageous move from Finn Balor. Crowd on their feet. So who drew number 2? Oh my! Things are about to get phenomenal. AJ Styles draws number 2. What an interesting scenario to throw up from the draw. A former Universal Champion up against a former WWE Champion in AJ Styles. The odds, again, stacked against these two. But if any two superstars were able to defy these odds, it would be Finn Balor and the Phenomenal One. What an encounter to kick off the Royal Rumble match. And again, two fan favourites. A great reception from the crowd in Philadelphia for P1 AJ Styles. Let's get ready to rumble. And there's the bell. We are underway. And a Finn chant breaking out in Philadelphia. And AJ Styles says, come on. And now a AJ Styles chant. The crowd torn between these two. And here we go. It's AJ Styles who strikes first. Finn Balor with a strike of his own. And now Styles sends Balor off the ropes. Leapfrog over the top. And a drop kick from the Phenomenal One. And Finn Balor just takes a moment. And these two go at it again. And Styles takes up Balor. Oh, and Balor floats over the top. Escapes. And a forearm shot. And Finn Balor now taunting AJ Styles. Styles back to his feet and snaps and takes over Finn Balor. Elbow to the forehead by AJ. And AJ hits the ropes, driving the knee into the face of Finn Balor. And AJ sizing up Balor, knee to the face, clothesline. And here comes the clock as we await number 3 as AJ tries to dispatch of Finn Balor. Oh, Big James Ellsworth, number 3. That sneaky Ellsworth is back. Oh, no chin music. And again. Good God, can I believe I'm saying this? James Ellsworth is clearing house. Oh, wait a minute. Styles is back and oh God. Well, Ellsworth got a cheap shot or two in and now wants nothing to do with Finn Balor or AJ Styles. And Ellsworth, taken up and taken out of the Royal Rumble. And as quick as he came in, was as quick as he went out. James Ellsworth, number 3, and the first man to be eliminated in the Royal Rumble. So we're back to numbers 1 and 2. And Finn Balor trying to work Styles over the top rope, but in the corner, AJ finding leverage to break free. And stiff shots from Styles. Lefts, rights, and a clothesline cuts down Finn Balor. Here we go, the 4th participant who will join Finn Balor and AJ Styles. Double duty for the Kings and the first half of the Tag Team Champions to enter the Royal Rumble. It's Cesaro. And earlier tonight, the Kings of Wrestling defeated the glorious Maharaja to retain their championship. And Cesaro hits the ring, European uppercut. And another one. And Cesaro very pleased with how he's entered the match. And is the King looking to swing? Yes, he is. Takes up Styles and spins him around and around and around and around he goes. And Finn Balor now coming back to face off against Cesaro, and look at the power of one half of the Tag Team Champions. Wow. European uppercut again. And Cesaro certainly capitalizing at the pace that Finn Balor and AJ Styles had been going at prior to his entry. Boot to the midsection by Finn Balor, forcing back Cesaro. Well, Cesaro is gone, and he's very angry. He won't get to meet Cassius Ohno later on tonight. Well, he will, but not in the match. It's a Pele kick as we await the arrival of number 5. Chris Jericho. The Alpha Club. Plenty of clubs in the ring. Jericho is about to join them. Chris Jericho, a wily veteran, knows the Royal Rumble very well. We all know that Jericho usually has a plan or a trick or two up his sleeve. And that can come in handy in a match like the Royal Rumble. And Jericho, springboard lion salt. And then Balor snaps Jericho on the back of his head. Jericho brought back to his feet. Forced back to the corner. And now Finn Balor looking to try and get this back to number 1 and 2 by eliminating Chris Jericho. And Jericho hangs in there. Was in trouble for a moment. And AJ Styles and cuts down Jericho. And now maybe it's the turn of AJ Styles to have a go at Jericho. And wait a minute. Balor and Styles having a go, and Jericho is really up against it. Oh, but Chris Jericho fights his way free, stays in, and a chop to cut down Balor, elbows to the face of AJ Styles as the clock ticks down once again. Number 6, the Freak, Lars Sullivan of the Wyatt family. And Sullivan has to be a favourite in this Royal Rumble match. A dominant force. And James Ellsworth still trying to crawl his way to the back, and oh no. Oh no. Sullivan has Ellsworth. Oh no. That may just be the end of Big James Ellsworth. And Jericho immediately trying to tackle the Freak, and the Freak, Jericho holds on, stays in there, heads to the top rope. And got caught in the midsection. And Jericho wisely rolls to the outside, and everybody trying to stop the Freak. Now Balor rolls out too, and it's AJ Styles' turn to step up. Neck breaker by the Freak. And we've got medics out here attending to Ellsworth. But they may need to stand by for more casualties, because Lars Sullivan is dominating. And AJ Styles went through the middle rope. He is not eliminated, but Sullivan has cleared the ring as Ellsworth makes his way to the back. And well, the entrants just get bigger and bigger. Number 7 sees the return of the Big Show. The Big Show, known for his time on SmackDown Live. How can we forget the Big Show's open challenge? And what a challenge that presents itself in the ring for the Big Show tonight. The Freak, Lars Sullivan. A monstrous encounter, and the Big Show says, "I'm gonna choke slam you to hell." And Sullivan, Lars Sullivan, fearless of the Big Show. Knockout punch. Brawn over brains from the Freak. And maybe Lars Sullivan has met his match. The 7-foot-tall Big Show is about to dispatch of Lars Sullivan. And this would be a huge dent in the arsenal of the Wyatt family. Elbow to the head. The Freak staying in there. And taking the Big Show up. Oh my God. Well, the ring is reinforced. But that shattered the ring to its core. And Lars Sullivan again dominates. The Big Show hit Lars Sullivan with the knockout punch and the choke slam. And it's Lars Sullivan who is standing and the Big Show is gone. Well, that is something. And the Big Show looks very disappointed. But Lars Sullivan has staked his claim. Holy crap. From the Big Show to Killian Dane. And this is gonna be interesting. Two Wyatt family members, two disciples of Bray Wyatt, about to square up in the Royal Rumble match. Killian Dane makes his way to the ring. We still have bodies on the outside of the ring. And the only man standing in the Royal Rumble is Lars Sullivan. Man, more freak. Oh, what an encounter this is. Eyeball to eyeball, it is every man for himself. Oh, but now Styles and Balor on their feet. And it seems, the attention has turned. These two aren't going to square off at all. The focus is on AJ. And, wait a minute. What have I just witnessed? I am shocked. Lars Sullivan just eliminated his Wyatt family stablemate. And now the Freak turns his attention back to Styles and Balor. That was quite unbelievable. Oh, goodness me. Number 9 is Bray Wyatt. And we're going to get to see what he thought of what he's just had to witness. The leader and his disciple. Looking like he's going to rebel against Bray Wyatt. And Wyatt fires back. The Freak pushed back. Boot to the midsection by Lars Sullivan. Trying to overpower the Eater of Worlds. And Bray Wyatt in trouble. But he calls the Freak to get him. The Freak being taunted. And Bray Wyatt outsmarts the Freak.
I'm the Eater of Worlds.
Lars Sullivan, a face like thunder. But Bray Wyatt eliminating his disciple. A sacrifice, if you will. He wasn't chosen. The Freak wanted to fight. But the damage has been done in this Royal Rumble match. Number 1 and number 2, Balor and Styles, both down in the corners. And Wyatt stands tall. Number 10. And it's a perfect 10. Ty Dillinger is number 10 in the Royal Rumble. Here comes Dillinger. Well, Lars Sullivan should have made his way to the back, but he's still out here and oh, God almighty. The perfect 10 is proving to be not the perfect draw for Ty Dillinger. And now he leaves. Well, Lars Sullivan aiding Bray Wyatt. And Ty Dillinger standing no chance in this Royal Rumble match. As Bray Wyatt goes back to focus his attention on Styles. Balor getting involved too. Drop kick, basement drop kick to the side of the head. What a chaotic few moments in this Royal Rumble match with the Wyatt family. Great reversal from Finn Balor. Balor finding a way to escape. A chop hits the rope. And another drop kick going down south. That's what she said. As AJ Styles picks up the battle again with Balor. These two have been in there a fair while already.
Philadelphia, what day is today? That's right, the Shakespeare of song and the Lion of Bulgaria bring to you the single greatest day of this or any year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rusev Day!
What day is it? I have not heard a reaction quite like that. A deafening Rusev Day from the fans here in Philadelphia. And there is the Bulgarian Brute. Looking like he means business tonight. And Rusev makes his way to the ring. Oh, much kick. Listen to the crowd. It is deafening. It is Rusev Day at the Rumble. A Rusev Rumble. Now Rusev dragging Bray Wyatt to the corner. Styles and Balor still in this match. As Bray Wyatt takes a shot at Rusev, then decides to focus his attention on Finn Balor. A wise move considering how long Balor has been in this match. Well, Kevin Owens, number 12, but where is the United States champion? Oh my! Who is that? That's Sami Zayn. Well, Sami Zayn has been out of action for a long time, courtesy of Kevin Owens. And payback is a bitch. Sami Zayn. Oh! The United States champion put through a table and being put out of the Rumble. Well, we turn our attention back to the action in the ring, but Sami Zayn returns tonight at the Rumble and ruins any chance of Kevin Owens winning this match. Number 12, Kevin Owens, unable to participate. As Styles looking for the suplex on Bray Wyatt, but Wyatt with the short arm clothesline, and Rusev. Oh, Rusev looking to get rid of Finn Balor, number 1, and hangs tough, and Rusev thinks he's done the job. Oh, Rusev. Oh, come on. It's the end of Rusev Day here at the Royal Rumble. And the fans in Philly letting it be known at their displeasure. Oh. The darkness descends. The NXT champion has thrown himself into the Royal Rumble at number 13. What a number choice. Aleister Black, NXT Championship and all. The proud NXT champion. And Aleister Black does not believe in unlucky numbers. 13 to Aleister Black. And what an encounter this is. The Eater of Worlds and the NXT champion. NXT chants echoing here in Philly. And Aleister Black. Well, Bray Wyatt did not see that coming at all. But Wyatt goes to the eyes. And now the fight breaks out between these two. Both very complicated individuals. And it's Aleister Black who eliminates Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt just got smoked by the NXT champion. And a kick to Finn Balor. And those educated feet of the NXT champion going to work. And the time that Finn Balor and AJ Styles now have racked up as we almost approach halfway of this 30-man Royal Rumble, number 14. And it is The Miz, accompanied by Maurice. And The Miz could shock the world by winning the Royal Rumble. And I'm sure The Miz would think it's not shocking to anyone, but oh dear. Did James Ellsworth last longer than The Miz? Could anybody check the time for me on that? Is that the quickest elimination we've ever had? Need to get that checked out. That's something that we definitely want to make The Miz aware of. I'm sure he'd be very pleased of any record that he sets in the Rumble, even that one. So The Miz eliminated, blinked, and you missed it. As AJ Styles encounters the NXT champion. Aleister Black put in the corner. And Styles looking to try and work out Aleister Black, but Bit of a half attempt by AJ, and it may be a case that exhaustion is setting in, fatigue here for numbers 1 and 2. But Finn Balor faring a little better. I spoke too soon, as AJ Styles and Finn now on the mat. Aleister Black looking to try and get rid of Finn Balor. And Balor trying to hold on, and Balor again in trouble on the edge. Number 15. And it is the architect, Seth Rollins, who's bandaged up and ready to go. Earlier tonight, Seth Rollins losing the Intercontinental Championship to Baron Corbin. And you can see the damage that was done in that match. But Seth Rollins, a fighter, that's for sure, and out here competing in the Royal Rumble. AJ Styles and Seth Rollins going at it. Aleister Black and Finn Balor on the other side of the ring. These Royal Rumble matches throw up some fantastic matchups, dream scenarios. A knee to the face by Aleister Black. Boot to the midsection by Finn Balor. A kick to the midsection by Seth Rollins. Action unfolding all over the ring. As we count down the 2 minutes. We are now halfway through the Royal Rumble. And Aleister Black holding his head. Imagine how Finn Balor and AJ Styles feel. Number 16. Oh, a veteran. The Viper, Randy Orton. The master of the RKO. And Randy Orton, the apex predator of the WWE. Calm as you like. And now on the attack. Vintage Randy Orton. RKO out of nowhere. The Viper was coiled and he has struck. And Aleister Black was his victim. But AJ Styles catching Orton off guard out of nowhere, if you will. But the Viper is back. Randy Orton not happy, and come on. AJ Styles has been eliminated by Randy Orton, and for God's sake. And Orton's not done. An RKO on the concrete floor. And AJ Styles eliminated by a very bitter and upset Randy Orton. Well, that is a heartbreaker for AJ Styles. Not the circumstances in any means that any superstar should have to go through in a Royal Rumble match. Being eliminated by somebody who you already dumped out. I guess you have to expect the unexpected. Number 17, through hell, fire and brimstone, the big red machine. It's Kane. And Seth Rollins holding on, trying to stay in there as the big red monster arrives and thrust to the throat and sends Seth Rollins, who already has been through a grueling match with Baron Corbin, a prime opportunity for the big red monster to clear up. But Rollins is back. Rollins, plants Kane with a DDT. And this is a smart move. Balor and Rollins working together. It is every man for himself, but in some cases, you have to work together. And they're doing it right now. Balor and Rollins trying to get rid of Kane, and Kane comes back once again. Well, maybe Finn Balor had wished he had brought the demon, because he's encountered one right now. And Kane with a second choke slam to hell. Number 18. And it is the new Intercontinental Champion, the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin, who already defeated Seth Rollins earlier tonight. And Corbin heads towards the ring and gets greeted with a choke. Corbin right to the eyes, and there goes Kane. Well, it's well documented, the bad blood between the Brothers of Destruction with The Undertaker and Baron Corbin. And we saw Kane deliver a haunting warning, and maybe a distraction, because Baron Corbin has been eliminated by Seth Rollins. Some payback for the Architect, who lost his Intercontinental Championship earlier tonight. Drop kick. Rollins. Seth Rollins was also on the brink, but Rollins stays in. Balor and Rollins. Finn Balor, entrant number 1. Seth Rollins, entrant number 15. But we can't forget that Rollins has been through a contest already tonight. Neither of these two men will be fresh. As Finn Balor snaps the neck. Balor perched on the top rope. That's a dangerous place to be in a Royal Rumble match, but he wants Seth Rollins up as the clock ticks down, and he got caught. Goodness me. Maybe Rollins didn't have the strength, but I would have put him out. But I say that, probably wouldn't, just because I couldn't. Well, number 19, Titus Worldwide and Apollo Crews. And Apollo Crews could be a ranked outsider in this Royal Rumble match and could be a surprise winner. He's got all the attributes, the power, the speed, the agility. And Apollo Crews, fresh, hasn't had a match prior to this matchup. Hasn't been in from the beginning. And Apollo Crews now meeting the fist of Seth Rollins. But Crews, oh boy. Big power impact move from Apollo Crews. And just a reminder of the credentials of Apollo Crews. He tested the big dog Roman Reigns a while back on Raw. Took Reigns to the limit. So if you fancy an outsider for this match, Crews could be your man. As Apollo turns Seth Rollins inside out. Finn Balor back to his feet. Oh, Pele kick. The forearm shot, forcing back Crews. And Crews in a dangerous position, but again, explosive from Apollo. And a strong performance from Apollo Crews thus far. Number 20. Maybe an opportunity for the Golden One to shatter the dreams of Apollo Crews. Snap suplex by Goldust. Another man who knows the Rumble process very well. And Goldust trying to soften up Seth Rollins. Easier said than done. Rollins fights his way out. Scoop and a slam. And the ring beginning to fill up a bit now. As Apollo Crews delivers a Russian leg sweep. Getting closer. Finn Balor been in there since number 1. What an effort this is. Must be approaching the 40-minute mark for Finn Balor. Goldust making the most of his draw, but Balor, forearm strike, still fights on. And could one of these men that are in the ring at the moment be the last man standing and go on to headline WrestleMania? As Goldust takes Apollo Crews. Oh no. He wouldn't, would he? Oh. Goldie, please. Oh! Right in the Apollo. Oh, balls. It's the big dog. Roman Reigns. And Reigns with a favourable draw. Number 21. Reigns hits the ring. Superman punch. And the crowd in Philly not behind Reigns at all. Roman sucks chance echoing here. And Goldust has been eliminated. And Reigns wasting no time. Apollo Crews sent on his way. Oh, look at this encounter. Former Shield brethrens face to face. Oh, and Seth Rollins kick to the midsection. Every man for himself. Reigns and Rollins going at it. And Seth Rollins gets the upper hand. It's Rollins looking for the curb stomp. No. Reigns put the brakes on. And now Roman homing in on a man he has had a storied rivalry with. Finn Balor. But it's all Roman Reigns controlling the situation, controlling the ring, controlling his yard. It can't be. Could it? Can it? Oh! Well, we are in Philly, the home of Extreme. And we are welcoming the BWO. Are they gonna take over the Rumble? The Blue Meanie. ECW chants from the Philly crowd. Oh, Superman punch. Will trust Roman Reigns to spoil the party. And the Blue Meanie has been eliminated. Spear! Can anybody stop the big dog? Oh, and Rollins is gone. Rollins gave it his best. But the grueling Intercontinental Championship match and then the Rumble, too much. And oh, well, we've seen this many times. Finn Balor and Roman Reigns going one-on-one at the Rumble. And Reigns, oh, the fresher of the two. But Balor with that heart, with that soul to fight on. Good God. That basement dropkick discombobulated Roman Reigns. Number 23 inbound. And speaking of Extreme, Team Extreme, Jeff Hardy is number 23. The charismatic enigma, the risk taker, Jeff Hardy enters the Royal Rumble and is greeted by Roman Reigns. And Hardy knocks down Reigns. An atomic drop for Reigns that puts the big dog down. And Jeff Hardy, using his speed and quickness, but Reigns is now back and back on the attack. And Reigns trying to force Jeff Hardy back. All three of these men have been championship contenders in the past to the WWE Championship. And they could all book themselves a place at WrestleMania if they win the Royal Rumble tonight. Clothesline by Reigns, who again holds down his yard. And Jeff Hardy waited for the moment. That was a smart move by Jeff. Oh! Number 24. NXT's Elias, the Drifter, coming up to the main roster. Guitar in hand. He can't bring that into the Rumble. That would be a disadvantage. Jeff Hardy. Oh! Well, no playing around from Jeff Hardy. And Jeff Hardy coming straight after Elias. A warm welcome to the main roster for the Drifter. And the action here in the Royal Rumble has spilt to the outside. You don't hear that often. Hardy and Elias going at it on the outside of the ring. Balor and Reigns going at it inside. And Balor is beginning to get the better of the big dog. Finn Balor looking for the goal. Reigns got out the way. And oh no. Down goes Finn Balor. Finn Balor was holding his own, but again, Finn Balor escapes. 1916, a reverse 1916, and look at the action on the outside of the ring. Hardy and Elias fighting in the fans. Rusev Day might be over, but Aiden English is still in the Rumble. Will he fare any better than Rusev? And again, the crowd in Philly lights up for Rusev Day. Unbelievable. Number 25, Aiden English. 5 more superstars to go. On Aiden English. Oh. Reigns dispatched of Aiden English. And Elias is back. Where's Jeff Hardy? Again, NXT chance. They know. Elias coming up to the main roster. And the big dog is back up. Put down with a DDT and a good showing from Elias. Oh, Jeff Hardy's back. Jeff Hardy. Oh! There goes Elias. And Jeff Hardy came in and got caught, and Jeff Hardy's gone. 2 quick eliminations. And now number 26. The show-off, Dolph Ziggler, who has been very vocal that he will win the Royal Rumble. And he's got a great opportunity. A real strong draw for Dolph Ziggler. Super kick to Finn Balor. How much more can Balor take in the Royal Rumble? And we have still not seen the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. The man that Dolph Ziggler, we thought, had come to the A2 on Raw, only to then super kick and stake his claim for the Royal Rumble match. And Ziggler in control at the moment, just picking up the pieces and the damage in the ring. And again, I have to give huge props to Finn Balor. How he is staying in this match, I don't know. What an effort. Can you imagine what a story it would be for Finn Balor? Number 1 to the very end. Ziggler forcing Balor in the corner, and Balor crumbles. Fatigue setting in right now. Dolph Ziggler sends Roman Reigns off the ropes. Power slam. And Ziggler having a good run at these two. Really doing the damage. Number 27. Oh. Well, we always have to have a degenerate in the Royal Rumble, and it is X-Pac, Sean Waltman, here at the Royal Rumble. Oh, wow. And the crowd, 1, 2, 3 chants. Are we going to see the Bronco? Yes, we are. The bucking Bronco Buster. And oh, Dolph Ziggler, less than happy to see X-Pac. And Ziggler trying to get X-Pac out of there, but holding on. And X-Pac, oh, again, hasn't lost those educated feet. He went for another kick, but Ziggler caught him. Ziggler forcing back. X-Pac, 1, 2, 3 kid, a member of both the Generation X and the New World Order. Oh, and X-Pac takes down Dolph Ziggler. And meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, Finn Balor still in there, still working away at Roman Reigns. Oh! Dolph Ziggler, no! Oh! Ah! Finn Balor on the verge! Finn Balor! Oh! Well, the time has come! Number 28! The undefeated King of Strong Style enters the Royal Rumble. And the crowd on their feet for Nakamura. And we got some big guns in there now. Balor still in there. Ziggler, Nakamura, Reigns. Crowd still singing along with Nakamura. Headbutt by Reigns and a firing shot takes down Finn Balor. Again, the crowd supporting Shinsuke Nakamura, excited to see the King of Strong Style. Number 28, 2 more to go. It's getting close to gut check time. Reigns, look at this exchange. Oh, Reigns, oh! No, Reigns through the middle rope. Nearly. Reigns went through the middle rope. He has not been eliminated. Nakamura getting himself some of Dolph Ziggler. And so he should, after the treatment from Ziggler a few weeks back. Double team move. Interesting. And now, Balor and Nakamura face off. Well, it is every man for themselves. Initially working together and now turning their attention to each other. And it's Balor who gets the better of Nakamura. Oh, but Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler always there. Number 29. We saw Cesaro eliminated early in this matchup, but now Cassius Ohno, one half of the Kings of Wrestling, enters the Royal Rumble. And oh, a huge big boot by Cassius Ohno to Shinsuke Nakamura. Can you imagine the arrogance if Cassius Ohno was to win this match on top of retaining the tag championship earlier? It could become unbearable. Imagine the celebrations by the Kings, and again, Nakamura and Ziggler nearly eliminated. Finn Balor. I don't know where Finn Balor is getting this from, but Balor taken up by Nakamura and finds a way out. Finn Balor. Finn Balor just going through the gears here. I don't know how. And Balor getting this energy from somewhere. Sling blade. And Finn Balor is the only man standing. And oh no, don't turn around. Superman punch. Reigns is back. Reigns is back to claim his yard. Who drew number 30? Oh, here we go. The People's Champion, The Rock. It's Rock versus Reigns, and Reigns wants it. And so does the People's Champion. Here we go. The Rock, number 30. Ducks. Roman Reigns unloads on Reigns. Oh! Both Roman Reigns and The Rock eliminated. But I think The Rock could care less. The Rock has come to the Rumble for Roman Reigns. This goes deeper than the Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. And where are these two going? The Rock is escorting Reigns out of the Rumble. Wow. Wow. And we are back. And one of these men, no! Oh! Finn Balor still in. One of these men will be the winner of the Royal Rumble. One of these four. And it's not Dolph Ziggler. Cassius Ohno. Good God. Balor has been in there a long time. Balor's got to hold on. Can he? Yes. Finn Balor fights back. Finn Balor. No. No. Oh. You son of a... No. Oh, for God's sake. These two. Again. Finn Balor over an hour in the Royal Rumble match, only to be screwed by the Kings of Wrestling. And now Nakamura is going to suffer the same fate. And Cassius Ohno is going to win the Royal Rumble. This is disgusting. Oh, for God's sake. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And Nakamura is holding on, but, oh my God! It's John Cena! Holy indeed! John Cena! Well, John Cena was retired at the hands of the Kings of Wrestling, and Cassius Ohno looks like he's seen a ghost. And there goes Cesaro. Here's to ya. Oh my. Oh no. Went for the rolling elbow. Didn't get it. Cena. Ay. John Cena returns at the Royal Rumble and just put a dent in the Kings of Wrestling's plan. Nakamura picks up Cassius Ohno. This is unbelievable. Shinsuke Nakamura wins the Royal Rumble. Wait a minute. No. I completely forgot. Jericho. Oh, Jericho. Jericho is back. He went for the code breaker. He missed it. Scenes here in Philadelphia. Shinsuke Nakamura thought he won it. He didn't. Code breaker. Oh my God.
Come on, baby.
Chris Jericho with the plan of all plans. I can't believe what has just unfolded. And Nakamura might not get to realise what's unfolded. Jericho is gonna win this. Smart. No! Chris Jericho is gone. And Shinsuke Nakamura wins the Royal Rumble. Here you see it. Jericho mocks Nakamura, but no. Shinsuke Nakamura is officially the winner of the Royal Rumble. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you in WWE 2K18.